Hello and welcome back. This is Normal Player Guy. Now, we've recently just had a brand new unit, a yellow coin banner, and that's the new LRs. And what we got now, we have another Goku and Piccolo exchange. Only this one, rather, is Goku and Piccolo, and then we exchange to just Piccolo. Now, this does seem to be better than the previous one. And this is still a really good unit all round, although this one I think is just a little bit better. But we'll get into the details, and then we'll decide should you be summoning. So of course we have actually a pretty good team of Saiyan Saga and Battle Wits 4 key 150%. Now unfortunately there isn't really a lot of overlap between Saiyan Saga and Battle of Wits, but they're nice on either one of those. Problem with Battle of Wits is this is mainly tiered towards Saiyan Saga again, so you're going to struggle on there. So the 12 key stacks attack and their 18 key is a 50% raise into your defense alone, and that's really all that they do. They have no special effect, which is kind of disappointing, other than it just causes mega colossal damage. So they could have done perhaps a little something more, but yes, stacks attack and a 50% raise. So 100% at the start of turn, and at turn one you gain additional defense of 200% when you're more than 50% health. So that's 300% defense and 100% attack. I believe that could have been at least another 100% attack. So 5 key and attack 90% and guards for the first 5 turns from the start of turn. Now that means that if they were in the second or third slot, you are going to miss out on a couple of these. 5 key 90% attack and guaranteed guard. That's going to put them in a fantastic opportunity in some of these the Super Battle Roads that they have. So they have the Int LR Super Saiyan Goku effect, where if you get hit it as the first in slot one, you are guaranteed an additional super attack. You got to get that super attack, not a problem for the first 5 turns. You'll get the additional super attack. Don't forget you're stacking attack, so you're always going to be hitting hard. You got your stacking attack. You got this 90% extra attack. And of course, that's as the first attacker in the turn. There's a nice 30% when performing a ultra super attack. This is going to be hitting crazy hard. And of course, you get a big 70% extra attack when you're at 24 key. So you're getting 100 at the start of turn, then you're getting 90% for the first 5 turns, and then if you get 24 key, you get 100% extra. That's absolutely crazy. That kind of ties it out here with this. All around, it's not a bad unit. The fact that you get this nice 200%, so that's slot one, turn one. I mean, even if you just had one copy, then you're probably looking at 150k at the start of turn, maybe even higher. And if you put some defensive equips on, you could probably get more. I myself actually got lucky on one of the summons, so I'll be able to tell you more about it afterwards. But it's not a bad unit all around. You've got to aim for the 18 key realistically to get that defense in. I reckon after this plus this, probably over 250k, which is quite comfortable to go into Extreme Super Battle Road. So that's actually here where the problem is. So the good news is with the previous LR, they have absolutely all links active. They share 100%, and yes, you can use them together. The only problem is they are only on joined forces. These have a lot more teams, but just joined forces is all you'll get. It's kind of a shame that they never gave them the rest. So that's a bit disappointing. And if you check out the Joint Forces roster category, you're just not going to run them on this. And if you run them on this, you're not going to link them up well. There'll be a few who would have, uh, let's see, there'll be a few who would have shocking speed and you will trigger fierce battle legendary power. But a few of these you might not get. We go and join forces. Tapion might be able to get you some of the infighters. But a lot of these you're just not going to be able to trigger. This would be a great unit to run on monotype battle road, as these will give a big buff as well. So this would be quite a nice unit to run alongside. But just in joint forces, it's just lacking so much in Saiyan Saga options, and you're just not going to run it. I mean, you could run the TUR, but again, you just wouldn't run that. No one's realistically going to run that. It's very limited on this category. And outside of that, uh, as I say, while these two are fantastic together on joint forces and they can share the same, yeah, you're just not going to run them. They're very difficult. You're probably best probably using them on some of these other teams that they have. Just trying to use them as a floater to pick them up. If you can get them with support, as I say, maybe in monotype Super Battle Road, you can get that the physical free to play LR in there just to help out. But I mean, they would probably be a good help in All Out Struggle. Could be a good one in Connected Hopes, actually. Connected Hopes, not that great. Saiyan Saga. So the problem with Saiyan Saga now is these units, this unit in particular, because he has Shocking Speed, which is the only key in here, he doesn't link up with anyone in there. So the other big units that you can use. So he has Shocking Speed. This guy has Shattering the Limit. And this guy, he has Shattering the Limit. So he's not going to work there. This guy, you can get him to use on because he does have all three Overflash, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. So you can get Shocking Speed with Legendary Power. And of course, this guy as well, Shattering the Limit. You're just not, it's not going to be cohesive. The only one who would work is this. As I say, 2 key, which is nice, and a little bit of attack. But this unit doesn't fit anywhere on any of these teams. It's really, really difficult. You are relying on this 5 key more than anything to get you anywhere. That being said, we'll take a look now at the active skill and then the exchange. So the active skill can be activated if you receive seven more hits, or when you're 50% HP or less from the 4th turn. So you're probably going to be aiming for this one, this second part, because you could quite easily, especially in difficult content, fall below 50% quite easily on the 4th turn. To take 7 hits, you'll be relying on the fact that they can go into slot 1, and of course that means you'll be going for this. As we all know, in the real world, that just probably ain't going to happen. You could pop items and that might assure it. So let's see what they do. So it's a greatly raises attack. So that's a very big buff. So that is a 50% attack. And it ultimate damage. So that's also very nice. So of course we disable the enemy action once within the next turn. How that works is now, because this came out as the 7th anniversary deal with the new units. So units now beginning to nullify the next enemy action, and that's what it does. It's the next action the enemy takes, and that could be a super attack, and it works out best case scenario, or it could just be a normal attack, but it's the next attack. So that's what that does. So it's handy. And as I say, best case scenario, that'll be a super attack that's been wiped off. So you can get lucky on that. So as I say, and then we exchange with Piccolo. So big attack buff, you knock out the next action, and of course then we exchange into Piccolo, who now flips it the way around. He now stacks defense on his 12 key, and that's a 100% raise on his 18 key, so it's slightly more powerful. So we have a nice 10% at the start of every turn. That's nice. That just helps. That's just nice. So we have key 3 and 100% attack and defense. Not pretty much the same, except you have an additional 3 key in defense 100% with 3 more key spheres obtained. So defensively, you're probably going to find this guy to be a little better. But of course, as I say, this guy does stack up. Now, as I say, you're going to get 3. So you're probably going to get 3 or more key spheres easy, and that's any key spheres as well. That will count. You get a nice 100% attack when performing an 18 key. Don't forget, that's a 100% attack with a 100% attack, and that's if your HP is 50% or more. So you're probably going to have that. So you're going to have this nice little bit of recovery to get you over there. You're going to have this. You're going to have this. It's going to be absolutely mental. And of course, you just get if you're performing an ultra super attack as well, you also get this extra 50%. So really powerful. So again, as well, when you do get 24 key, you are guaranteed to knock out the next attack going. So on exchange, you'll knock out the next action, which is the next attack, and then if you get this 24 key, which considering that they only have shocking speed going for them, yeah, you're probably going to struggle. So let's see. They're probably going to have, say, 6 key from the start. You're going to have 3 keys, so that's 9, and then you go. Then you're only going to have, where is it? Shocking speed. So it's 11 key. So you're not even going to get a 12 key super out of that. So you need 13 key to get this. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem. You can get this actually as well, so that actually bumps it up. So you can get so you can get like 12 key there. No, 14 keys. You can have 14 key if you trigger that, but you're still going to struggle to get to this 24 key, and that's really where it comes in. As I say, this guy's going to hit ridiculously hard. This guy, the problem is though, is you're not going to run him on any team. Saiyan Saga doesn't work well. That's shattering the limit. That's shattering the limit. These are shattering the limit. This does have shocking speed. But this guy, though, while he's very good, only has shattering the limit. So you're going to struggle to get any one of these onto it. Now, should you be summoning on this guy? Well, here's the thing. So, no, in a general sense of things, considering that we're just a few weeks away, probably less than 2 weeks away from the 10th anniversary, you really shouldn't be saving. That being said, it's just a game, so feel free to do what you wish. That said, it's also so Global gets the advantage of having discounted summons. This doesn't happen on JP. Doesn't happen with Japan. So it's probably worth going for the 35. So it's 35, then I believe it's 45, then 50. So it's probably worth going for the 35. A friend of mine actually got the LR Goku and hit. That's with 35 stones. So it's probably worth a punt. It's always worth to take advantage of these discounted multi-summons. And you will get as well a few coins to help towards the yellow coin pot altogether. Hey, if you're probably under a few hundred stones by now, probably no point in saving as we're quite close. So you might want to go for the full whack, and you spend just over something like 110 stones realistically altogether, just to something like 115 stones, is it? If you manage to get that, you can go through all three, and yeah, hopefully you can work it out. I managed to do all 3 rotations. I did myself the 35, and I did the next, and I did the 50. It's on the 50 stone summon that I actually managed to pull this unit. That was actually pretty cool. Will I be using him? No, I probably wouldn't be using him. I'm going to test him out quite a lot, but as I said before, you're only going to run him on joint forces with this one, and throughout the rest of these, it could be good in Connected Hope. You can get Tough as Nails experienced fighters in Connected Hope, Legendary Power and Fierce Battle, but they are going to be a floater. Mark my words though, you get some of these links paired up and they're going to be hitting hard. Battle of Wits is a nice one there as well. So having 4 key, I mean, on Battle of Wits, you've got some pretty good units on there. This is great. This now feels a little bit worthless, as I say, only having 4 categories is just really just disappointing here. That said, if you have these two, you might be considered to go for the midway through Saiyan Saga anniversary banners. That's probably also a hard skip, considering the quality of the other banners. But if you happen to have these two, considering that Saiyan Saga is underdeveloped, you might be tempted to go for a punt or two on the SDR Kaioken and Tech Vegeta Great Ape. Anyway, that's it in a nutshell. It's a great unit, a very powerful unit. There's absolutely no problem with that. Going to be a lot of fun to use. Going to be a lot of difficult to use. But all being said, it's nice that they're actually doing something with Saiyan Saga. I just wish that he was a bit more compatible. Anyway, until then, bye bye.